how to build a yoga knowledge assistant using Google Gen AI and RAG. Our aim is to be able to ask any question on the yoga book of your choice. We first build a resource of yoga books. We get 2 books from the public domain, Leslie Kaminoff Yoga, and a book from National Institute of Health, the yoga ebook. And so those are uploaded to an example public data set. Let's start with Leslie Kaminoff's Yoga Anatomy book, which is a large book with lots of details. Let's just see what it contains. And then we go over to, say, any page 26, say, and we see that here it's talking about vocal folds, how vocal folds are respiratory passages. The gateway to the respiratory passage is the glottis, which is not a structure but a space between the vocal folds. So that's a level of detail that's provided here. Let's build our yoga RAG system now. So we use 3 capabilities demonstrated in our bootcamp: document understanding, embeddings, and RAG. We start by installing the necessary packages. It's already done, so I'll scroll through that. We import the modules. We have our typical OS and JSON and other packages. We have ChromaDB as a vector database. We have a bunch of Google Gen AI imports. And then we have PDF processing imports. And even in case when our PDF does not contain standard text, we can use PyTesseract to extract text using OCR. These are configuration parameters. For now, we are working with this book. We could switch to the other book that is provided in this example dataset. We import our Google API key. We define a bunch of helper functions. The first functions are relating to handling cache. We don't want to process the same book again and again. We extract text from PDF. One important thing here, if no text was found, we attempt OCR. The retrieval function that was defined in the example notebooks, embedding function based on whether we are working on a document or on the query. And the main functions are here: creating the database, a ChromaDB database, whether we want to query the database, and finally, if we want to generate an answer. And we have a prompt here based on the question that is provided by the user. Let's see how it looks. We're processing the PDF. We're loading cache text because this processing was done. First time you'll run it, it'll go through page by page and extract the text. Let's see a sample interaction. And this question, if you ask this of a regular LLM, it won't know, right, what book we are talking about. But since this is focused on this particular book, it will know that, oh yeah, this book was something by Human Kinetics. And let's check. So let's see if this particular book has Human Kinetics mentioned somewhere. There you go, Human Kinetics. Let's do an interactive Q&A on the book. We start with the conversation history. We build up a while loop. We'll quit if the user says one of these keywords. Let's ask who's the author. It's probably Leslie Kaminoff. Yep, that's correct. What does the author say about vocal folds? Let's see what it says. Vocal folds, also known as cords, have different positions. Vocal cords can be relaxed, so that the glottis, yeah, I remember reading about this, connected with vocal folds. What exercises are recommended? We have a typo, but that should be okay. The text mentions working the pelvic floor, including the obliterator. Then it has a bunch of details. All right, so let's quit out, and it says thanks for using the yoga RAG system. Goodbye. Thanks for watching the video.